Hello everyone, this is Lori from Grammy's Keepsakes, and I have finished my design team project for Caroline's Craft Tree, and I was working with Boulevards of Paris. And I have two journals. They each have 5 signatures. I've put some charms that we have a key, made with love, a little Eiffel Tower, gold bow, and a fleur-de-lis on the little lace tabs. I also put a little journal plate here, or a title plate, excuse me, and it's open so you can slip your title in. And I crackled the frame and I used one of her images as the picture in the frame. And I did put a piece of acetate from an envelope in as a glass top. You can kind of see the glare a little bit there so that you can see that it has that. And this is the back. I used a home decorator fabric. And this journal is a little bit narrower than this journal. They both have 5 signatures. This one has 160 pages, and this one has 180. Here's the fun little charms for this one. It's the Made with Love again, the key, gold bow, another Eiffel Tower with gems, and a fleur-de-lis. I put a closure, it's an elastic, it's Tim Holtz, so that it stays closed and you can stuff it like you like. And it is one of these that just fit into the eyelet. So you can take it out if you'd like to, and you can close it this way if you'd like. I chose to close it the other way though, so that you wouldn't interfere with the picture on the front, and it does its job. So let's go in and take a look. And this has a little bookstore on the front cover. And I have a coffee-dyed library pocket with a library card inside. And I have coffee-dyed all the pages. And I flipped up the scrapbook paper to make a pocket. And here you see this green color. A few of the pages have a greenish here's a contrast. So you can see regular coffee dye, and here is green. And how I got that is by I used tea, but I wanted a little bit of a blue undertone. So I was thinking if I added a few drops of blue food coloring, I would get a little blue tinge. Well, that didn't work because blue and tea make green. But it turned out nice anyway, so I like it. But inside the front pocket, we have the little tag that I made with using napkin decoupaged, using Mod Podge onto scrapbook paper, and have a little journaling spot with a lace tab. And this is from the kit. The kit is gorgeous. Here on the tabs, I used a double layer of lace, and underneath there's a real fine black mesh. So it has that little hint. So it's a lot of writing space and room for embellishing. This is a painter's masking paper. Here I made a little altered paper clip. In the kit you get 11 journal pages, plus you get several pages of journal card size. And so I reduced those down to 5 by 7, and then I cut them a little bit so they would fit on the paper clip, and I put some millinery tulle on it, and then I backed it with coffee dyed or tea dyed paper. And there's 3 of each of those in the journal, and they're all different. I just love this page. I love this image. Here I've got a banner, and I just used from Graphic 45 and stitched them together on my machine and just made a tag out of a scrap of scrapbook paper and just tore it and inked it around it. And I did receive this from Pam Van E. And it complements in the journal nicely. And that just tucks right up underneath. And here we've got some little word tags that I cut 1 inch by, I think it's 2 3/4. I thought it was 3. 2 3/4 out of cream cardstock, and then I layered sewing pattern tissue over the top of it and stamped little French words. And yes, I had to look it up in a French English dictionary to find some words having to do with journaling. And we have a little brad here of the Eiffel Tower that holds them together, so you can open that up and use the little words however you'd like. And the little Eiffel Tower brads were gifted to me from Gail Tuthill. Thank you, Gail. And here's a large journal tag I made out of a masterboard that I created from Forever French. I received about 100 pieces of French ephemera, and I just made 2 big masterboards and cut them down to be some really large tags. And it's 7 1/4 by 3 7/8, and then I stitched around them. And I just have one of the words. This one does mean garden. I do not know how to pronounce it. And there's beautiful images. I just love Caroline's work. Flips over. I just love how this green page turned out. I have to stroke the paper. I love it. And here I have a belly band that I made out of a paper that Pam Vanny gifted to me. Thank you, Pam. With another one of the words. This does mean memory. And a fleur-de-lis brad from Gail. And here's this tag. This is burlap as the base, and then zigzagged around one of the images. And it fits right inside. And here's a tag. And I made this a tag journaling card from a wallpaper book. It was a mural book, and I cut it apart to make journaling cards. And here is the front part of an envelope that I received from Gail. And I put some coffee dyed paper on for journaling. It's just beautiful, the Eiffel Tower. So I do have 2 pages or 4 sides of the images from the kit in each of the signatures. Plus all the tags. And the little paper clips, of course. This is a vintage ledger sheet. Love the natural aging. And here's this paper clip, the little flower shop. And this is just an image I cut out. I'm not sure where I got this from. I think it was a tourist brochure. And then just put a little name tag on it for fun. And here's a pocket that I made with parchment paper that's coffee dyed, and then a coffee dyed piece of lace. It's from a doily, and I put it on like a collar and sewed a button on. And here's a tag and journaling card. The base is a time card, and then I just put a patterned tissue piece over the top, some lace for the tab, and a piece of tracing paper that's coffee dyed on the back for journaling and sewn around it. So I tried to make all things French. And here's a cafe. So these are some fun journals. In the center of this. And this picture is the front cover of this other journal. I love that. It's like a little shopping market or something. And here we have a lacy tag in this pocket. And this corner tuck has a black paper doily gifted to me from Pam and some black lace, and I sewed them together, and I have lots of journaling tucks here. Just keep flipping. So there's a lot of built-in journal room here. And this idea was inspired by Pam. I just cut out 2 pieces of coffee dyed paper, 4.5 inches, and drew from corner to corner and stitched. So that's how I got the 4 pieces, and then the doily on the top. And here's some more words with another Eiffel Tower. This one's flower, that's love, and I don't remember what that is. Create or don't remember. And here's a little journal that I made. I used a old early 1900 ledger as the base and just stamped, collaged a little cluster, a little paper doily, and just filled it up with little sheets of scrap paper. And I sewed down the center to adhere it. And there's cardstock or manila file folder and coffee dyed paper, so it's quite sturdy. And a little bit of lace on the back. And we're into the last signature. And this is the image that's on my front cover. And another paper clip. And here is a fun tag with some lace, masking paper, trim, and buttons, and the image from here. And this is a parchment envelope that I altered with tea, and then I just layered a leaf ribbon, some millinery tulle, and a encaustic label, and just made it into a little pocket. And this is another tag taken from that wallpaper mural book. So, fun journal. This one is similar. It has different tags and different picture, of course. And the inside paper is different in each of them. This is like the other one. Made two of those. And here is this little flip up tuck pocket. And a little black lacy card. I love that. Get a hint of that Moulin Rouge going on. And three little word tags. And another fussy cut flower with ephemera. And here's one of the paper clips for this one. Little banner. I had to find something fun to put in there for you. I have lots of fun pages. I've got little French diary from 1955, and so I'll cut out, or yeah, I'll clip the strings. Here, let's go ahead and take care of it now. July 5th. That'll work. Make sure my threads are clipped. And let's grab a couple of those pages. And let's get another one. So we have June, and July. That'll be fun in this. And I got that from Forever French on Etsy also. And here's another tag from the Wallpaper Mural book. And the little tag in this envelope. And this one is with some ephemera and stamping. And a paper clip. And here's the pattern tissue time card tag for this one. And it's from a Vogue pattern from the 1960s. Vintage, but not really, really old. And here's a cafe. And that little piece of burlap with a button stitched on and a little glossy accented number. And this, I believe, came from Artie Mays. And here's the belly band on this one. And this was gifted to me by Pam. And the little brad is from Gail. And the tag with the little blue trim and a label. And that slips right underneath. And another Eiffel Tower from the Wallpaper Mural book. And here's the little notebook here with another ledger page. And they are originals. And the doily and the little cluster with some stamping. And the inside is the same as the other one. And both of these journals will be listed in my Etsy shop. Here's the little paper clip. And the little parchment paper pocket with the collar and two abalone buttons. And the little tag for that, the flower shop, with some ribbon and a little fussy cut flower. And some more words. They were so much fun to make. And the elastic just closes her right up. So there's a lot of room for growth. I want to thank you very much for watching and have a creative day. Thank you now.